I'm now going to install the parts together for a teapot here. My teapot spout here, the body and the lid I just finished trimming up here. And when I'm done, I will want my teapot to look with that same kind of spout like that there. So first of all, I have to figure out with my spout, all this is just a small thrown bottle, where I really want it. So I will go on ahead and I will use like the very bottom of that curve there, and I will guesstimate what kind of angle I will want and where we'll reach at the top here, which I say will be about there. Now you don't want to just go on ahead and stick it on like this. Besides looking bulky, it's not going to hold as much tea then either. So with my spout like this, there's my high point. I'm going to lightly scribe a line that goes through the bottom to the other side where my curve is. And then with my point I have here, that's my high point and that's my low point. I'm going to start at my low point and go straight across to my high point. And now I'll go from my high point there, straight down to my low point. There's what my teapot spout looks like so far. And it goes on there, about like that. And I think that will be an adorable spout for this. But you can see that's a flat surface sitting on top of a sphere, so it's not close to the body here at all. So what I'm going to have to do is give it a bevel, so it will fit this sphere. So I'll start at my top here. And I'll angle cut right where it was before. To the bottom. And working my way up to the top where I started. Okay, I put that on there. You can see I still got a couple little spots here where it doesn't quite match up here, but the spout itself is soft. So all I have to do is just give it a little press and it matches. So now my spout here, I still have a little bit of a scribe line at the top. So I know I'm sitting on here straight. I'm not sitting on here like this. I'll go on ahead and I will scribe around my spout here, so I know how much room it takes. There, and that's where it'll fit. So now what I want to do is go on ahead and make a strainer for my teapot. And I'm going to find the center of it. Looks like about there. Take my little piece of copper pipe, press it in. And sometimes it'll stick to the copper pipe and sometimes it'll push through. But my little design that I'm going to do here is going to be 5 holes high, and it's going to look like a hexagon when I'm done. 3 holes on each side. I have seen people just go on ahead and do like a buckshot pattern. And I've seen people that do like swirls coming off of there. So it's really whatever you want. There's no rhyme or reason to it. None of these is better than the other. There's half my hexagon. Three more left. Be patient. So right here, just press through, and dump out. There. So now what I will do is score this outside edge here. Same thing that you always do with all your hand building. Score, score, score. My spout. Score, 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 score. And we'll give him just a little bit of water. And then we'll go on ahead and put some slip on right where he's going to attach to. Take our spout, make sure that I have my very top line here, matching with my top line there, and press them into place. And I can take a sponge and wipe down the extra slip that I have there. So there, if you like that line worth there, that very strong line, you're done with that. Me, I like to soften it down just a little bit here. So I'll take a little bit of soft clay. Re-wet this. Little coil right here. There, all the way around. Give them a little sprinkle of water here. That way my hands will go on ahead and slide over the top of this as I press him into that corner I have there. So most of my coil is actually going to get rubbed out here. And all I'm going to do is really make sure that my seam is sealed and to soften that strong line between the spout and the body of the teapot. See that I'm not going heavy and hard in one stroke here. I'm making repeated sweeps on the spout here to make sure that I push it in a little bit more. Otherwise I'll start to just peel my coil back out. Okay, so there we have our spout on there. And you can leave them that way. I do what's called an English cut on the very end. And what that amounts to is that you have your spout, this, I will halfway in there, I will go in about 1/4 inch, like a straight line. I'll make a cut here, from that top down to that center there. Oops. I'm going to have to dig him out. And go down here. Like that. There's my first 2 cuts. And then I'm going to cut from this corner out to where I just go past that corner there. Straight line. So it'll look like this. I'll do the same to the other side. And you can see that it looks like it's kind of coarse and choppy, so we'll smooth it out a little bit. We'll sponge it smooth here a little bit. Oh yeah, I got you. There. My little piece that fell in there is out now. Here. And there you have an English cut in the teapot. And all it needs now is the handle.